Yeah, so revenue year to date for 2023, we're a little bit over 213,000 as of today.
That's amazing, bro. Congrats on that. Congrats on
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
What's up, y'all? AJ Simmons here, the Cleaning Business GOAT, and I'm back with another great interview today for our Clean Biz Network podcast. And today, I'm going to be interviewing somebody who told me that his cleaning company helped him to be able to purchase 5 rental properties, y'all. So I'm excited about this, and it's an amazing accomplishment. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Jonathan Garcia. What's up, Jonathan?
Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. So you already know we always start the podcast off by asking this $1 million question, which is, if you don't mind sharing, could you please share with us and let us know about where you are as far as revenue with your company?
Yeah, so revenue year to date for 2023, we're a little bit over 213,000 as of today.
Wow. That's amazing, bro. Congrats on that. Congrats on that. So we got the clap out now. So all right, I'm gonna stop it though. That thing long. But all right. So before we go into how you were able to build to that point with your revenue, first let's just rewind a little bit and just tell us about who's Jonathan, where you're from, the background, all of that type of stuff.
Right, yeah. So I'm from a town called Moses Lake, Washington, out here in Washington State.
Okay.
And, Jonathan Garcia, I'm just married guy, I have my wife, I have my son, that's 6 months today. We're just out here just trying to work and just trying to, build something for our family.
Okay, fair enough, bro. So, all right. So what made you start a cleaning company?
I've been involved in the cleaning industry all my life. My father had a very small company growing up. So I was always exposed to that. And then I decided that, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And then I decided, I'm going to start this cleaning company, since I knew that the freedom that I would give my father, and I wanted the same thing, especially, now later down the road that I have a son, I'm able to spend more time with him.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Now, does your company focus more on residential or commercial or both?
Yeah, so we're very heavy on commercial, but the only home services that we do is carpet cleaning and window cleaning, and then we'll do from time to time move outs. But our core services is commercial.
That's what's up, bro. Now, I mentioned in the intro that you said that you own real estate. So let's talk about that. Like, what made you want to get into real estate?
Yeah, so same thing. I've always been exposed to that. My father owns nine rental units, and so he's always had that for a very long time. So with that, knowing the kind of that's what he's been able to retire off of, especially not having like a 401k. He was never like an employee and stuff like that. That's his. Everything's free and clear now, so he's good. And I wanted the same thing. The leverage that comes with having real estate. I really like it a lot, and so that's what made me want to get in. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, what types of properties do you have?
Yeah, so they're multi-family. So the 5 rentals, they're on 2 properties.
Okay.
One has 3, and then one has 2, and then I have my personal home.
Got you. Okay. Now, I know as an entrepreneur, it can be a little tricky to qualify for like financing and stuff for real estate. Right. So I don't know if you financed or not for yours, but if you could share anything on that, what was it like trying to get a mortgage for as an entrepreneur?
So the first 3 properties that we purchased, I still had a 9-to-5 job. My wife did too, but the business income was a plus though. Like it was because we were making a significant amount of revenue and still having it, so we were able to leverage that. But right now we're currently buying or helping my in-laws buy a property, and so basically almost the same thing. Just as long as you have everything, your profit and loss statements, your mortgage or your bank statements and all that good stuff, it's almost the same thing. It's just they just want to see concrete evidence of that you have an income and you can support a mortgage. And then there's different like loan programs that help small business owners and stuff like that are self-employed loans. And then if you have a down payment, that helps a lot too.
Gotcha, for sure. Now, is there anything, I guess, in general, to sum that whole I guess, segment up. Like, is there any like general advice just to close out that segment, like that you would give to somebody who's looking to get into real estate and they also own a cleaning company?
Yeah. So I'd say first and foremost, just have all your ducks in order, all your paperwork in order to make it easier, and then just try to have funds to be able to close or find a value add property where it's undervalued
Yeah,
to the mortgage guys, so they know that you're gonna make that money back. So it's easier to qualify for a loan.
that's what's up, bro. Okay, now how did you get your first customer for your cleaning company, and then also is that the same method that you use today?
Yeah, so with this question, it's a little bit different for me. So my first clients, so when my father retired from his company, he passed over some clients to me when I started my own. And so those were my first ones. But my first very one was just having a really strong online presence. That's still one of the main reasons how we get our clients is having a Facebook page, having your Google My Business with reviews, a good website and those things, and then marketing, doing postcards, and stuff like that. That's what really helps us a lot.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Now, I got this question for you when it comes to doing your walkthroughs, right, for your
Yeah.
commercial clients or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have like anything that you think that you're doing these walkthroughs to help you close deals? And I want to shout out to Bobby, who I had a consultation with yesterday. I have that interview up on my channel as well. But he asked me that, and I gave him my feedback. But I just want to know, get some other experts' opinions. Like, is there anything that you're doing to differentiate yourself doing that walkthrough or help you close more deals?
Yeah, I mean, just the simple fact of being, very well. So first impressions are everything. So,
Yeah.
and people, even if you're a small company and or a one man show, you don't have any employees, just a simple fact of how you carry yourself. Are you in uniform? Are you well dressed? If you have, you don't necessarily have to be freshly haircut, or if you have a beard, that's fine. But be well groomed, be clean. You are there to provide cleaning services. The vehicle you show up in, even if you don't have a wrapped truck or whatever, but as long as your vehicle's clean, as well maintained, all those things differentiate yourselves. Because I've gone to walkthroughs when I'm walking out and I see someone coming in and they're in basketball shorts and stuff like that. Like just your professionalism. Also, are you taking good notes? Do you have your tablet or your phone that you're asking all those things, and the confidence, how you carry yourself. You want to, if you're there to sell, you want to believe in what you sell. Because if you're, it is nerve wracking when you're first starting out, but if you believe or enough to where you can believe what you're trying to sell, like they pick all that up. So
Yeah.
I think just all those things have helped us close deals for that reason.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Now, I see that for you to get over 200K in revenue, which is not small, so you had to hire at some point. So my question to you is, are you doing subcontractors or are you doing W-2 employees?
1099 employees.
Okay, 1099 contractors.
Contractors, yeah. Contract employees, whatever. Yeah, they're in charge of their own taxes. But yeah.
Right. Okay. And then, so what made you go that route?
I feel like it's a lot easier to be able to, because when you take into account everything, it gets kind of expensive with the employee taxes and all that stuff. It made me feel that, and it takes more ownership for them as well, because they feel like they're proud or something, or have like part ownership, because I can pay them a little bit bigger commission or percentage of the revenue because they're in charge of their own. I don't have to worry about the taxes. That was my big thing. So they can earn a little bit more, which incentivizes them, even though they have to take care of their own taxes.
Exactly. Yeah. And now, where do you go to find your workers? Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped, and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you.
So a lot of our helpers or contractors are family members. So just our family, and then from our religious group as well. So for
Yeah.
them, I know they're trusted people that we work with. Yeah.
Okay. Now, about how much time are you having to personally spend in the field as the owner of the company?
Right. So now, actually, it's been about 2 months now. I hired out everything for the
Okay.
commercial side, the night side.
Congrats on.
Thank you. So honestly, for commercial stuff, I only do inspections now and do one account. So like the night time is probably like 3 hours a week, something like that.
Okay.
Um, and then other than that, for our day services, it just depends on what the workflow is for the carpeting. Like yesterday, we did a post construction job that took 12 hours.
Yeah.
So I was out there for 12 hours with two of my crew members. But those are that's not like an everyday thing.
Exactly. It's not like a recurring
Yeah,
contract. It's more like these one-time
it's
jobs.
just
Exactly.
one-time jobs, one-off jobs. Yeah.
Okay,
So
man, that's huge, bro. So you say basically you doing 6 figures, and you said you're about 3 hours a day doing inspections, pretty much.
yeah, pretty much.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
Yeah.
Congrats on that. All right, so I got one more for you before we jump in this lightning round, and it's this: what would you say has been the hardest part about building your cleaning company so far?
Especially in the beginning when me and my wife still had our W-2 jobs.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just you can't focus on two things. It's either like, because by the time you get home, and you take care of whatever you have to do with your family, and you still got to go clean offices, and you still like there's not enough time. So I feel like that was the hardest part. But now being full time in, I feel like the hardest thing is just making sure your quality control is in check, making sure you have all those things that everyone understands, and communication with the client is very big. I feel like sometimes maybe it's not talked enough about having that clear communication, especially with depending on the contracts you have, is like who, for example, like the problem we had was having a middle. Like a lot of times, owners of facilities or management, they have a middleman. And it's kind of hard to cut that middleman out because the middleman wants certain expectations, but the one that's paying has different expectations, and then they get upset because of the quality bump. Like, so whose expectations are you going after? So you want to cut through that, and you want to make sure the quality is on what the paying client wants, not whatever the middleman is saying.
Absolutely.
That's a big one.
Okay, yeah, that's huge, bro. I love it. All right, now we're gonna jump into this lightning round, and the way it works is we're gonna say a word or a phrase, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to mind. So, are you ready?
All right. Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, first word is Washington.
Home.
Okay. Next one, entrepreneurship.
Freedom.
Okay. The cleaning business.
Lucrative.
Lucrative. Okay, I like that. Social media.
Oof. Double-sided.
Absolutely. He's got his pros and his cons for sure.
Yeah.
All right, which platform do you spend the most time on as a consumer?
Facebook.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask your age, by the way?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Because it's rare that I hear somebody in your age group that's on Facebook the most. So that's news to me. I'm learning that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
I have all you guys on Facebook, so I like Facebook on that.
You're right. Exactly. Okay. 850 credit score or $1 million in cash?
I think I take the $1 million cash.
Okay. Fair enough. Key to success.
Being consistent and just being determined.
Yep.
Just
okay. Favorite hobby when you got some free time?
Me and my wife and my kid, we like to go out different places, go out to eat, go out of town, things like that.
Okay, fair enough. Your favorite YouTube channel to watch other than mine?
Alex Hermosi.
Yeah, Hermosi.
Big one for me.
Big goat in the industry for sure.
Yes.
Business decision you ever made in? Hold on, let me read that again. The best decision that you ever made in business?
Investing in marketing and equipment.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. I used to be, I don't say I was against investing in equipment, but I used to be hesitant to invest in equipment. I was like, marketing makes sense because it's going to equal the dollars. But I never used to realize how far the right equipment can take you. You know what I mean? It can really even increase your profitability as well. So I like that one. Favorite type of music to listen to?
So I listen to a lot of being Hispanic. I listen to what's called regional Mexican music.
Okay.
That's my favorite genre, and I honestly don't really listen to English music at all.
Okay, but in that case, we're gonna switch it up for you. Know we usually do our top 5 rappers. Tell
Yeah,
me your top 5 artists in general, then maybe you can put me on.
yeah. So I like El Fantasma,
Okay.
Grupo Codiciado, Marca Registrada, Los Inquietos del Norte, and Gerardo Ortiz. Those are my
Okay.
top
Okay.
five.
Shout out to those. Right. At some point, you
Yeah.
can put me on. Maybe you meet me at the Clean Business Network conference and let me know about. Nah, man.
Right, yeah, we have to, man.
All right, bro. So that's the end of the lightning round, and then we're gonna jump back to a couple more questions for you, and then we'll wrap it up. So
Okay.
my next question is, and I've always been too humble to ask this question, and my people, my team, be telling me, "Push, ask them, ask them." I'm gonna do it today. So I'm gonna ask you, if you don't mind sharing, how has being in Clean Biz Network helped you?
It's helped me out a lot, like, because well, for one thing, all the training and the stuff that you provide, especially when starting out, that was a big thing. And then thinking about things that I didn't really think about, like inspections.
Yeah.
That's a really big one, really important that I never realized. And that's one thing like that I would see growing up from my dad. Like he just did the job, so like he knew like. But when you have people, you want to make sure you're inspection, and that was a big one.
Absolutely.
And then well, just the community, just having that same thing that you're not. I'm not. If you go through like a struggle or a problem, you're not the only one. So it gives me kind of like, okay, I'm not the only one. So it keeps me sane, that
Yeah.
I'm not broken.
Right.
We're all going through it. We're all just trying to grow. So
Yeah.
that's a big help. Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up, bro. Okay, glad to help. And then the next one I got for you is, what is your long-term goal for your cleaning company?
Yeah, so obviously, customer acquisition. Just try to grow as much. I don't have a set number of where we want to go, but what I do really want to grow is also like the daytime division. You can say it's because we do a lot of carpet cleaning and window cleaning. So I want to be able to get to the point where we're getting 2-3 jobs a day, and then have a crew, because I'm doing a lot of that, the carpet cleaning and the window cleaning, and take helpers with me. I want to get to a point where they know how to take care of it, from showing up, talking to the client, doing the job, and me just going to go check it out after everything's said and done. And then having crews to be able to have that daytime division, and then still grow the commercial, because that's like the recurring stuff. I believe, like, so the recurring stuff can keep us afloat, the whole business, or even my salary. And then the daytime division is that's just cream of the crop,
Yeah.
It's all extra profitability. And so I want to grow that division a lot. Yesterday was a $1,300 day. I want to have more of those days.
Absolutely.
And I could pay my employees well. And some of the night guys want to do the day stuff too. They would much rather work full time than having the commercial customers is just part time stuff.
Exactly. And man, that sounds crazy. You said $1,300 a day, and we got people out here waiting $1,300 for check every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Or even once a month.
When I worked at my day job, I was making $1,100 for 15 days worth of work.
Damn.
That's crazy, man.
Damn, bro. That's get it, bro. You killing it. All right. If you had to start all over from zero, all over again, and you want to get back to the point that you are today, what would you do?
And go back to the basics, man. What got us here, just especially if you got no money and no expertise. One thing is learn as much, even if I'm not earning, learn. That's a big thing. And then just door knocking, going to play. If I don't have like a marketing budget, because I'm starting from zero again, just door knocking, and then being persistent. Like, and don't be like, okay, I did 5 today. No. How about 10? How about 20? How about 30? Like 10x that. And you'll eventually have something. That people get mistaken also with marketing. Like, oh, I spent X amount. Yeah, man, but you just gotta keep going. It's a consistency thing. Yeah. You're not gonna put in, send out 300 flyers, and then you have to send out much more. That's what just be consistent. So that's what I would just be going and going.
That's it, bro. I love it. And everybody, I'm telling you, it's a numbers game. The more shots you take, the more you can possibly make. If you take less shots, then you typically won't make less shots.
Well, and then like Alex Cermoni said one time, he was like, this guy was saying that, oh, I'm not getting anything. Okay, well, because I did a bunch of outreach calls. Okay, well then, I bet you if you sat down and you did 10,000 phone calls or 10,000 door knocks, there's no way you can't get nothing.
Facts.
So just the more you do, the more you're gonna get.
It's basic stuff, but it's just on us to actually go and apply this stuff. You know what I mean?
It's just not. Don't just get discouraged. Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna come. And then my favorite quote is like, as long as you do, if you do anything for a long enough time horizon,
Yeah.
no way you can lose. You only lose when you quit.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the game is to keep playing the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it, bro.
It's simple, but it's not people get discouraged, and I get it, but like, you're gonna win, man.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, this one won't on my questions, but this literally just happened. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up right here since we got you. You posted maybe 2 days ago, right, in the group about how you took a big hit losing a large one of your larger clients. So if you could just kind of talk about, like, I guess, one, what caused you to lose it, so we can prevent ourselves from doing that, in our business, or even you preventing yourself from doing it again. And then two, like, what did you learn and what are we going to do going forward?
Yeah. So for this specific client, it's a car dealership, and it was really a really good contract. I was able to pay my employees good, and I still had really good profit.
Yeah.
So with this client, the thing is that ever since from the beginning, I guess I should have seen the red flags that I didn't see until now.
Yeah.
The first thing was there was always a middleman, and that middle person was expected these results, but the whole time the owner of that dealership was expecting something else.
Right.
And so the first they said supposedly that because it happened like twice. First time was like, oh, this is being missed, blah, blah, blah. Even though we have our inspections, we have our checks lists and everything. I would go do inspection. Like, I know my employee is doing what they're supposed to do. But then there'd be areas that they say, oh, the owner would be like, oh, they didn't do this area. Well, this area isn't on the contract.
Yeah.
So their expectations were way off from what it was.
Yeah.
And so then I finally get a call earlier this week saying that, oh, they want to talk to me because they're not happy. So I go in, and so basically is they saw that they think they're paying too much and they're not getting for what they paid for. I'm like, well, exactly what you wanted is what we're doing.
Right.
And so there was just a lot of miscommunications. I feel like it should have been clearer, and I feel like I'm not going forward. I'm not going to accept any contracts unless I talk to whoever's paying.
Yeah.
Because the manager and the office person or whatever, they don't pay the bill, and they're going to set their own expectations. And I'd rather speak to who's in charge and who's going to be paying, because otherwise that's always going to happen. There's always going to be miscommunication.
Yeah.
And then as far as inspections did, for example, like we work with a lot of family. Our family is not going to do anything that's going to prevent them from making money and us making money. So when she was saying all these things, there was a lot of things that weren't truthful. And I think it was just like maybe she thought we were too expensive. And then one time I sent the wrong bill as well. Yeah. I sent the wrong bill that was for another client that's closer to us and was a lower price. So I feel like ever since then, she, but it's a different every contract's different.
Right. And she don't know what y'all was doing for them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
For example, there is a 3 to 4 hour job. The other one is literally 40 minutes.
Right.
Obviously, your bill is going to be different.
Right.
But I feel like ever since then, it's just, and so, she decided to go a different route, and we said, okay, well, we respect that or whatever. And like I said earlier, either way, money comes, money goes, and you just got to keep going. Don't get discouraged. And it sucks because that was secured income. But like I said, that I own one-off job. I made yesterday we produce that in a month. So it's out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So just going forward, have clear communication. Try to talk to the whoever you're prospecting to make sure that's going to be okay. Who is it? Like if it's someone that owns a facility, make sure you talk to the owner and what they expect. If it's a bigger company, well, make sure that's not the office manager, it's the general manager. What is who's signing the checks? You know?
Yeah.
So you know exactly, okay, this is what you want, this is what you're paying for, this is exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And clear as day.
That's a big point that you're saying that too, because there's definitely been a lot of situations where I was in where it's like, okay, you got your point of contact that you talk to, but really, it's ultimately up to the big boss. And so I always try to make sure, even though we got this great relationship with the point of contact, because they got power too, but we also try to still build that relationship with the big boss, even if it's simply, just going in there, introducing myself and saying hi, you know what I mean? Or just making sure we go the extra mile in their office in particular, you know what I mean? But
you want to build relationships with everyone. Even for a lot of our clients, we do a lot of things that a lot of companies don't do it. For example, like we do and I try to even have a good relationship with the employees that work at the facility.
Yep.
Like for example, last week I told one because it was like our anniversary, like 1 year of servicing them, certain client, and we took all the employees, like we did like a pizza party.
Yeah.
You know, we took pizza and we always dropping off donuts, stuff like that. So you want to have a relationship with everyone, and then just make sure that everyone has a clear expectation of what you're gonna do.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a big one.
And just FYI, because I don't know if you saw this or not, I mentioned this not too long ago in the Clean Business Network Facebook group, but I was saying how another idea that you could do is like, especially with you building these relationships, even with like the regular hourly workers and stuff, the idea that came to mind was like when you get feedback from these workers, because a lot of times your POC might be complaining and saying, you know, y'all are not doing this, not doing that. Get some of these guys who are actually out here, you know, in the factory or on the sales floor that's complimenting y'all, and ask them, hey, can I use that as, can we do a quick video with you saying that just to use, you know, for marketing purposes or whatever? And a lot of them agree to it, right? Or maybe even ask them, can we quote that and just quote you on it and take a picture of you? Then put that together in like an email and just send it to your client and say, hey, this is what Sean in sales had to say about, you know, AJ Simmons this month. You know what I mean? Just something to kind of remind the customer, like, damn, okay, they actually doing really good.
That's a pretty good point. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that
for sure, bro. Just thought I'd drop that while we were here.
Yeah, that's
something else that jumped out to me too, though. You said you're 23. Yeah. I've been having a little role here recently with guys who are younger than me, and I didn't realize I was reaching y'all. You know what I mean? So because you know, I started doing this, I was like super young, so it was always people that were older than me. So it's good to see that I'm reaching the guys who are younger than me now. And so I guess my question to you is this, because I'm sure I got some people watching this that might be thinking this. At 23 years old, or in your early 20s even, have you found that, you know, people don't take you as serious because you're younger? Like, do you run into that at all? And then how you do it?
Yes, a lot of times. It's actually funny. I have a funny story to this. So I want to go do a bid for a big. It was 100,000 square foot of post construction job for a big facility.
Okay.
And so the point of contact was a young guy like me, but
okay,
right. And then we're going through, and then he's like, "Oh, I want to introduce you to the general or the project manager." Mm-hmm. And the guy looks at me. He's like, they say we're meeting with the owner. I'm like, you're looking at him. He's right. Like, oh, like, okay, you know, like, oh, it's weird to see someone that young. And like they tell me like you're basically a baby. I'm like, well, man, like I've been doing this for a while, man. Like,
yeah,
you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so we do have a lot of that. But once it starts to get to know me and the type of language I talk with the prospects, they get impressed even because they don't understand. They don't think that I understand what I know, you know, but we're experts in our industry. So obviously we're going to know everything. When I start mentioning like, you know, inspections or just things, when I start asking them about their business and we start talking about marketing or EBITDA and stuff like that, they get impressed and they're like, okay, then they start taking you serious. But first impressions though, they see me young and I look younger than what I look like too. So,
right.
You know, at first, but I mean, that shouldn't define you though.
No, you just said it, because every time when I was in a situation where I felt like I might have been slighted because of either my age or even because of my race or the way I look, I noticed immediately the difference maker is usually once I open my mouth to speak. Because when they hear how I'm able to speak, they can tell, oh, you can't bullshit your way into knowing the things that he knows how to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then so just try to like be your industry expert. Try to learn as much as possible, because when they start asking you questions, instead of trying to throw a curveball at you to see if you really know, and as soon as you know and you respond quick and with confidence, they're already like sold. You can say, because they know that you know what you're talking about.
That's it, bro. So with that said, I guess the follow-up question I got to ask you as we close out, then, if we got somebody watching this video right now and they're scared to take that leap, maybe because they feel like they might be too young and might not be taken serious, or maybe it's because they might be a particular race, or they might be, you know, just scared because nobody's ever been an entrepreneur in their family. What would you say to that person right now?
So, and this is not to discourage anyone whatsoever. So first of all, let's set expectations. Entrepreneurship, man, is going to be the hardest thing you ever freaking do as far as your income and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not easy. That's why not a lot of people do it. But nothing worthwhile is easy. That's first. But if you're scared to do it, look, there's a thing about just going. If you have, for example, if you out of it, you got fired or still let go, and you're trying to do this, you're trying to start making money. Well, the person that has the least has nothing going for you. If you have nothing going for you and you have nothing to lose, that makes you the most dangerous person in the room. So, and just keep going. If you have like family and stuff and you're in a 9-to-5 job, obviously you want to take some calculated risk, but just try to leverage the income that you currently do have into marketing. Get a 1, 2, 3 contracts under your belt where that replaces your personal income, even if you have to do those at first, and then go all in, get out, because either way, you can always go back to a 9-to-5 job if it doesn't pan out or something slows down or something happens. So, and as long as you keep, like we mentioned before, as long as you keep going, there's no way you can lose. As simple as that.
Man, I love that, bro. You said it's like if you already ain't got nothing no way, what you scared you're gonna lose? Like you ain't got nothing to lose.
That makes you the most dangerous person because you have nothing. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. And I've always heard that, and I freaking love that.
There we go.
Everything to gain.
I love that, bro. You killed it, man. Jonathan Garcia, y'all. Thank you so much for coming on. How can we follow your journey?
Yeah, on the Facebook group, I'm under an account that I share with my wife, Allison and Jonathan Garcia, right there. Or you can also follow us on our business page, J&A Pro Cleaning Services on Facebook and Instagram.
There we go, man. I appreciate you so much for taking the time.
I would also like to say, whoever also too in the Facebook group, if you ever have questions or anything, you guys are more than welcome to DM me with whatever I know or any way I can help. I'm always willing to. So I know some of you guys have. So
yeah, because you always motivating us in that group as well. I love your posts when you be posting. And by the way, for those who are watching, y'all like this Facebook group. What's this Facebook group? It's the Clean Biz Network Facebook group, and you cannot get in unless you join us at www.cleanbiznetwork.app. So make sure you become a paid member first. Don't just try to go request because you're gonna get denied. But anyway, thanks again, Jonathan, for coming on. You dropped plenty of gems. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time, AJ.
Listen, every single year I host the biggest celebration of the cleaning industry, and that's the Clean Biz Network Conference, y'all. And get ready, get your tickets ASAP before time runs out. Go to www.cbnconference.com and meet me there. We're going to be in Las Vegas, y'all. Las Vegas at the JW Marriott Hotel. Get your tickets. You do not want to miss this event. Every single year it gets bigger and better. The dates are February 28th through March 1st, 2024. And this year, and we got a special guest hosting, y'all. This next conference that will be hosted by none other than Tenacity Academy, y'all. Tenacity Clean, y'all seen them on their YouTube channel. Mrs. Johnson, Miss Tamika, they gonna kill it. They gonna bring that energy. And not only them, we also got some amazing speakers lined up for y'all. I'm talking about Mr. Eric Coffey from GovCon Giants. If you are interested in government contracts, everybody knows Eric Coffey is the man. He is the GOAT of the government contracts, y'all. So you definitely want to be there to hear from him. We got Raylan Dunlap from the Hustle Network. Check out our YouTube channel. Massive, all about just hustling and getting to this money, y'all. Shout out to the Cleaning Balls family. Meet DJ the Balls at the Clean Biz Network Conference. We also got Mila, the host keeper, the queen of Airbnb cleaning, y'all. Miss Carolyn Arellano. Y'all already know that she killing it as well in the cleaning space. The legendary Debbie Sardone, who has been the #1 residential cleaning consultant for I don't know how long now. She's probably the best to ever do it in the residential cleaning space. Mr. Mario Kelly, who specializes in stadiums, y'all. If you ever wanted to know how to get those big contracts cleaning the sports stadiums and all of that, you do not want to miss this. Mario Kelly will be there. And we also have the king of Klein attraction, Mr. Marquell Russell will be in the building. You do not want to miss the event. And we have so many other great speakers as well, too many to name. Not to mention we're going to have breakout sessions. We're going to have special dinners served. It's going to be a black tie affair. We're going to give out awards. I'm telling you, it's going to be so big. Live DJs, you do not want to miss this event. Go to www.cbnconference.com. Get your tickets. Meet me there. Meet my wife. Meet my kids. We all going to be there. Let's get it, y'all.